It's ShanChan Ohisashiburi. I think that's right. It's been a long time. If I remember correctly, that means long time no see. So, here's the dealio. Haven't talked to you in a while. When I started having my kid, I just sort of fell off the earth because YouTube sort of fell to the wayside. But after I got done, I realized that I wanted to make a way for me to be a stay-at-home mom, and that I did want to have another child eventually, but like when I did, I definitely wanted to be completely able to stay at home, which is what I wanted to do with this child. But then we had a C-section and I had to buy a mama van, so we have a little bit of debt. So basically, I've decided to start doing YouTube. I've got a podcast. I'm doing some voice acting. I am literally doing everything I can online to earn income. And the voice acting thing's really working out. I seem to be pretty decent at that. I'm making a little bit of money doing that. So I'm pursuing that, and I'm pursuing my Amway business as a way to be a stay-at-home mom. And I do want to have another kid. We are actually trying to conceive again, but I don't want to just like give up on Japanese. I still want to go to Japan after we're able to have a second child, but in the chaos of trying to take care of them, I have let my Japanese fall to the wayside. What used to just come out of my mouth without thought, I really have to think about, and I question myself, or I have to look stuff up that I didn't used to. It's really one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm here in all my unmakeup morning glory, just having some coffee, and I wanted to let you know that that was my plan, was to start studying Japanese again, even though we're trying to conceive, even though I might have another baby, and having another kid, you know, I would be I'm a little worried about YouTube. I'm worried about keeping it up, you know, because I wasn't able to the last time that I had a child. So, yeah, there has to be like consistency there, and people have to know when your videos are going to come out and be able to count on that to keep people coming back to your channel, to keep your subscribers up, to keep your views up, to earn any kind of income. I figured that out, and I know that that's like an issue for me. So I actually started a second channel a couple months ago, back in March, because I wanted to post videos that weren't related to Japanese stuff. Like, that's just what was inspiring me. And I have a blog, it's called Planet ShanChan, where I write about all kinds of things, and I haven't really used it consistently. I wasn't really trying to get a lot of readership. It was just a creative outlet for me. But I decided to use it consistently, to connect it to the YouTube, and I've put all kinds of videos up. Most of the subscribers that I've got on there have been related to me using a happy planner. But I've also made a Minecraft video. I've been exploring other territory as far as videos go. And because it's called Planet ShanChan and it's literally about anything in my world, I didn't intend for it to have one type of content on it. I intended for it to be all kinds of videos. I want it to be a very well-rounded channel because I am a very interesting, rounded, lots of different types of hobbies type person. And it kind of gave me the freedom to express that. And Japanese is obviously one aspect of my personality, but since I already have this channel for Japanese, I won't put this on Planet ShanChan, except maybe a video telling people that this channel exists. I will keep putting videos out on this channel, but making that channel made me start thinking about a schedule and when to release videos and things like that. Now, I came up with a schedule, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, because I'm not sure if it's going to work with my lifestyle and with everything that's going on. What I'm doing is I'm just going to record videos, edit videos, upload videos, and try to put them out on that schedule. Now, obviously, this week didn't work out the way that I wanted to because I got sick, but the idea was just to do it for a couple of weeks and to try and put out the videos on those days. And then if it worked out, great, then I would announce that as the schedule. But if it didn't work out, then I would, tweak it a little bit and try it again for a couple more weeks. And I wouldn't announce the schedule to you guys until I was sure that it was going to work, because I don't want you guys to be misled. I don't want you to be like, yeah, video going to come out, da-da-da-da, and then it doesn't. The way that it's looking, though, is that it looks like I'm going to try and do 1 Japanese video a week and 2 Planet ShanChan videos a week. I, in the past, wanted to take the Japanese language proficiency test. Now, they always offer it here in December. And the last time that I wanted to take it, I was about to give birth. Like, my baby was born January the 10th. And I just did not think that I should try and take it with mama brain. I couldn't remember all sorts of things. I would just blank out. I didn't want to be taking it and have to pee really bad all of a sudden or something like that. I just decided not to take it. Now, I would like to say, oh yeah, well, I'll take it this December and I'll study all year long and da-da-da-da-da. But I am trying to conceive again. So if I get pregnant, that could throw a wrench into that. So I don't want to make that my plan. I don't want to make that my goal for Japanese. I'm going to order one of the books that has like the written part and a CD that you put in to take the oral part, and it tells you like how long you would get to take each section. And then I'm going to let Varian or my brother Curtis or my friend Michael or somebody be like the instructor that times each section or whatever and plays the disc for me, and I'll take the practice test that way. And then if I can pass that, and if it's not, at a bad time when I'm like fat pregnant or something like that, then maybe I'll take the JLPT. If, however, I'm ready to take the JLPT and I can pass the JLPT practice in 5 tests, but I am fat pregnant or something, what I will do is I will just keep studying but I'll go to the N4 level, and then maybe by the time the next test comes around, I'll be ready for the N4 level, and then I could just take that. I feel like buying one of these practice tests with the disc and saying I am going to try and pass this by December, that will keep me accountable and make sure that I do my Japanese on a weekly basis. Is my happy planner. This is the first week that I have planned. Now, it didn't go according to plan because I got a little bit sick, and so some of this stuff got delayed and changed around, and I had to alter the meal plan. But if you look right here, I've got trackers for the days of the week. I haven't marked this morning, but yeah, there's going to be some blank ones because I didn't do all of this stuff, especially the workout, because I was sick. But today there will be a check mark for all of these except for BBT. That's basal body temperature because I'm trying to conceive. But next week there will be a new sticker here, a new tracker, and that will be for Japanese. Because I'm going to start using this planner and using this to hold myself accountable. I'm going to start tracking my studying of Japanese, and I'm going to come up with some kind of hardcore, clear-cut thing that I can track, like a certain amount that I have to do every day to count it. But I'm not sure what that's going to be yet because I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to study. But when I do, I will put that there, and it'll say Japanese, and I will check off the days that I do it. It really just depends on how I set my goal. I'm just not sure yet how I'm going to do that. But then I will come over here and I will plan it into my week to make sure that it gets done. As busy as I am, I really do have to plan it into the week to make sure it gets done. But that's how I plan to stay on top of it and make sure that it is actually a priority. Another thing that I really want to start doing in order to practice is I'm going to start journaling again. I used to have a journal book that I would write in Japanese and only in Japanese, and it would just be whatever came off the top of my head, but it would challenge me to actually write and think Japanese, and I think it was very effective. It's actually a technique that I got from King Cannon. If you've watched those videos, you might recognize that fact, but I found it really helpful, so that's what I'm going to do. And last but not least, I wanted to tell you guys that I don't know when I'll be able to go to Japan. Yes, it'll be after I have kids, but we are also trying to get a house so that we can have a house large enough to fit 2 kids, because like, if that kid's a baby, yes, we could technically fit him in the nursery with my son now, but like, the baby would cry, it would wake up the toddler would wake up, it'd wake up the baby, and I don't know, I'd just rather not, if at all possible. Yeah, I could keep the baby in our bedroom for a while, but we'd have to like clean some things out of the bedroom to make room for the crib in there, and we're just not sure how we're going to do it. But we would rather just try and get a bigger place, and we're kind of working on some ways that we could do that. So, like, until we're kind of settled, that's just not a thing. Going to Japan is just not a thing. But I want it to happen as soon as possible. But also, too, like, when we go to Japan, I want to have a certain level of competency in Japanese. Like, you know, if possible, I'd like to be at like a N2 level or something like that, so that I can understand a lot of what's going on in Japanese and not be like the lost tourist that needs you to say things slowly to her. But we want to not just go, we want to go with like a pretty good budget to where we can just do what we want to do, and it's just a decent sized vacation. Like, I've already been planning the things that I want to do and the places I want to stay, so I know kind of how much money we need, and we have to be out of debt first. So there's going to be some necessary savings, some necessary thought process, and all that kind of stuff before we actually go. And as we get closer, I'll tell you guys more about that. But my intent, I guess, is to be as transparent as possible with you guys about that process, about our financial state, our plans, and all that. I did pull up a passport application. I did look at it, see what the process is like, to make sure that we could handle that. And I thought about getting our passports before we actually knew when we were going to go, just to have passports. But part of the application process is telling them when you're going to go on a trip, on your first trip, and how long you plan to stay on that first trip. So that kind of negates the possibility of that. Unless somebody out there knows something that I don't. I really want to see the figure skating. That's really the only part of the Olympics I'm interested in. I think that's everything. I'll keep you guys updated. Keep your eyes peeled for another video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.